Hi, it's Elaine Mitchell here. Welcome to day one of Hey, You've Got This, Return to Self. So why is it called Return to Self? Because I think we tend to forget who we are, what we're about, and what we are feeling, being, behaving, doing. So that's why it's called Return to Self, because what I want by the end of the 5 days is for you guys to have a little bit better understanding about what's going on in here, about your internal dialogue, the stuff that we say to ourselves, the stuff that we don't say to ourselves, the stuff that we say to other people, and all the underlying currents that we have around us. So it's about returning to self, taking more notice of what is going on in here as opposed to what's going on all around us, because let's face it, there's loads of stuff going on around us, isn't there? And it can overwhelm. We get situations where lots of things overwhelm us, make us feel that we don't understand what we're doing, and all sorts of things like that. So this course is all about us being able to take stock, to understand ourselves better, to appreciate ourselves better, to build our confidence, to grow our self-esteem, and to just basically feel better about ourselves and where we're at. It's about accepting where we're at. I work with the power of 3: gratitude, acceptance, and detachment. So I'm going to touch on all of those throughout the 5 days. We're not going to cover it all, obviously, because it's 5 days and it's not intense in that you're going to be using every second of every day. You're going to get drip fed three things to do, the power of 3 every day. And out of those 3 things, I'm hoping it will sink in, some of it will sink in, and you will then take that forward for the rest of that day and for the rest of however long you want to. Because what it's about is it's about planting seeds and you being able to grow the beautiful garden that you are, being able to flourish and blossom and grow and develop. So that's what the 5 days are all about. So day 1, we're here, we're at day 1, and as I said, I work with the power of 3. My main power of 3 is gratitude, acceptance, and detachment. Every day I will give you 3 things to do, and today's 3 things, sort of the 2 of them cover the whole of the 5 days. So 2 of them are recurring, and you will be doing them every single day to get it ingrained, to get it from being a mindset thing into being a heart set thing. You're going to need to carry on for more than the 5 days, but we've got 5 days together, and I hope you do want to carry on taking it further and continue with this specific exercise. So day 1's exercise is, have you got your pens ready? I will write it down anyway. But day 1's exercise is to record 3, yes, 3, you know we're going to say that, didn't you? To record 3 daily gratitudes. Do this first thing in the morning, or as close to the first thing in the morning as what you can. I'm aware that sometimes you've got kids hanging about, you've got to get onto work, and you might get to just before lunch and think, oh, I haven't done my gratitudes. But if you do them as soon as you possibly can, what happens is it opens up your, what I call your peripheral vision, and it helps you to see things from a more positive point of view, if that makes sense. So as soon as you can, record 3 gratitudes. Record them in your journal, in your notebook. If you want, you can take photographs and create a Pinterest board on them. It is entirely up to you, but it's not just got to be thoughts. It's not got to be a thought in here saying, oh, I'm really grateful for You've got to physically do something with that thought. So you've got to write it down. You've got to take a photograph of it and do like a little journal on the photograph, as long as you are doing something which will then become a visual and you've taken the action of doing with it. So what can you be grateful for? Now, this is where things are a little bit different, in that I don't want you to be grateful for your kids, your husband, your partner, your pets, your job, or anything like that. This week is all about you. So what I want you to be grateful for is something to do with you. So you could be grateful for your wonderful, beautiful eyes. You could be grateful for the fact that you are really clever and you get things really quickly. You could be grateful for the fact that you have got childbearing hips and they might be big and juicy and meaty, but they have given you children. You could be grateful for the fact that you can hold your beer. I don't know. It can be absolutely anything. You could be a really, really neat writer. Anything at all, because this is all about you boosting your own confidence and giving yourself a little bit of praise and some gratitude for you being you. So if someone normally says something to you and pays you a compliment, and we tend to get the same compliments regularly, don't we? We tend to get the same compliments over and over, basically. When you get a compliment, if you normally brush that compliment off and you go, oh, it's nothing, oh no, whatever, then think what those compliments are and take that compliment on board and then be grateful for it. So you could write that down. Someone may always say your makeup always looks lovely. You are always so styled. You always present yourself really, really lovely. And if that's something that you're proud of, that you're grateful of, then use that. Now, some people don't like the word grateful. They get a bit about it. So there are alternatives. You could say you are thankful for, you appreciate the fact of, you are happy that, you are glad of. So it's positive. It is positive, and we're not going to be doing any of those bits at the end. Oh, I'm really glad that I'm kind to people, but everybody is. No buts on the end. Nothing like that. It is, what are you grateful for? Why are you grateful for it? The end. Stop. That's it. We don't need to be going into it anymore, if that makes sense. So, three things in the morning. What are you grateful for that resonates about you and is you? Does that make sense? Yes. Second part of the task is, at the end of the day, reflection. So at the end of the day, before you go to bed, or when you're having your last drink of the evening or whatever, and you've got that, that chill time, that quiet time, what has been the best thing that's happened today? What has been the best thing that has happened during the day that you can think, yeah, that was lovely, that was nice, I'm grateful that that happened, I'm glad that happened, I really appreciated it when, something like that. So the last thing you do before you put your head against the pillow and you go to sleep, you've got a positive thought in there. And what you're doing, you're starting your day with gratitude, you're finishing it with gratitude, so you've got that lovely, healthy, happy vibe going on. That's your first two tasks. The third task, dead simple. Pop into the group, the Inspiring Women Facebook page, and where it says day one, introduce yourself. And what I want you to do is, I want you to introduce yourself, tell us where you are, what your name is, obviously. Tell us what you do if you want, what you want to get out of this week, and why you joined the course. So name, whereabouts you are, where you live, what you want to get out of this week, why you joined us, and why you're there. So that's it, your three things that I want you to do today. So have a wonderful time. I will be popping on a live later on in the group. I'm not going to tell you a time because I'm busy. I've got 2 kids, a dog, a husband, homeschooling, work, and I've got a couple of client calls. So I will definitely be on there at some point just to check in and make sure you're all okay. Any questions you've got, pop them under the day one task, or send me an email or drop me a text. You're more than welcome to. And I look forward to getting to know you all better and helping you guys get to know yourself better. Bye-bye.